Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace, for mine eyes hath seen thy salvation. It's the opening of the Noctimetus. I'm a very bad boy. It is Wednesday the 18th of February in jolly old London Kine, and I've got a little plane which I shall tell you about in a moment. This is still this one letter of James. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like a man who looks at his face in a mirror and, after looking at himself, goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. But the man who looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues to do this, not forgetting what he has heard, but doing it, he will be blessed in what he does. If anyone considers himself religious and yet does not keep a tight rein on his tongue, he deceives himself, and his religion is worthless. Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. Amen. It's funny when you read these things again sometimes, a passage you may have read many times, and then suddenly a penny drops. That looking after orphans and widows, well, I've kind of said nah to that before, you know, a bit namby-pamby, but actually the Jewish law has a lot of saying. I mean, if there's 7 brothers, I think, and if one dies, then the second one must marry that woman to keep her from being without protection and so on. Right up to the seventh brother. I hope I've got that right. How to solve my financial difficulty. Don't sleep in the woods. I'm a big boy. I'm 52. I met this ex-military chap. You know, he'd do it deliberately. Don't sleep in blooming London. Go into my bush, okay? And just get a good sleeping bag, a ground sheet, right? Come down to London to a day centre, get washed. It's not ideal. All I need is a little money, and I will not rob banks. I reckon I could publish this stuff about my pilgrimage. I have been on a pilgrimage, funding myself by the sale of my small property for the last 12 years. It's 96 when I closed my computing company. February 96, so it's 13 years really, isn't it? But my money's run out and nothing's turned up. Haven't I used to earn oodles on computing? Much more than I could, well, wish to spend. It's just a question of getting my head around it, really. It's a brilliant plan. I shall flesh it out a bit. Apparently you've got to prove you're sleeping rough for 6 months before they really even think of housing you. Well, I've been living like this for travelling. I've always had money to pay for a room somewhere. Anyway, I love you all with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength.